what an exciting night it was. An overwhelming voter turnout in this year's midterm elections gave both parties something to celebrate. The new Congress will be divided, with Democrats leading the House and Republicans in charge of the Senate, expanding their majority. This means President Trump's agenda will face new challenges. Democrats picked up more than 24 House seats to take control for the first time in 8 years.
But the GOP added to its narrow majority in the Senate after the president's last-minute campaign blitz. The election was a big day for female candidates. At least 114 women won their races to serve as governors, senators, and congresswomen. That includes incumbents and new candidates. Nancy Cordes is here with the key results and the significance of last night's outcome. Nancy, hi, good to see you again after 10 minutes.
Seismic realignment that we are about to see in Washington, D.C. House Democrats will now have the power to investigate the president and his cabinet and block funding for his top priorities, like the border wall. At the same time, if they or the president want to get anything done the next 2 years, they will now have to work together.
Change came tonight.
It wasn't a tsunami, but the blue wave was big enough.
We want a better nation.
Democrats defeating moderate House Republicans in urban and suburban districts.
I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me tonight.
Nancy Pelosi, who lost the speakership in 2010 when her party lost control, will now seek to reclaim the gavel.
We will drain the swamp of dark interest money.
Democrats made health care their #1 issue, and exit polls showed it was top of mind by far for voters, too, helping to drive up turnout across the country. But that turnout had a downside for several Senate Democrats up for re-election in Republican states.
Keep that fire burning.
Missouri's Claire McCaskill, Indiana's Joe Donnelly, and North Dakota's Heidi Heitkamp got swamped by GOP challengers. All 3 senators had opposed the president's Supreme Court pick, Brett Kavanaugh.
We knew we took some votes that a lot of people would criticize.
Joe Manchin.
The only Senate Democrat to back Kavanaugh, West Virginia's Joe Manchin, did survive, but delivered this sharp rebuke to the commander-in-chief.
Mr. President, I want you to be president of the United States, not the divided states.
One of the most closely watched Senate races was in the Lone Star State.
This election was a battle of ideas.
Republican Ted Cruz beat back a Texas-sized challenge from Democrat Beto O'Rourke, who racked up huge funding and a following, but ended up falling short by 3 points.
And this campaign holds a very special place in the history of this country every day going forward. And you have made that possible.
Cruz offered this olive branch to O'Rourke's supporters.
I am your senator as well. My responsibility is to represent every Texan.
He'll be joined in the Senate by Republican Mitt Romney. The former presidential nominee is finally heading to Washington as the junior senator from Utah.
The victory tonight is more than a victory of a candidate for the United States Senate. I believe it's a call for greater dignity and respect.
Democrats did manage to knock off 1 Republican senator, Nevada's Dean Heller, who conceded to his challenger Jackie Rosen early this morning. And we're still waiting for a winner to be declared in Arizona and a winner in Montana. So we don't have the final count just yet, but it looks like Republicans are going to add about 2 or 3 seats to their Senate majority.
Can I just underscore that headline, or maybe put the yellow highlighter pen? So Congress is not only going to have more women, it's going to be the most diverse ever.
No question. And a lot of firsts in the House, first Native American women, first Muslim American women. So you're going to see a lot of interesting new faces come January.
Yeah, there was something last night for everybody.
Everybody
got something to talk about this morning in a good way for themselves. Nancy, thank you.